Hi, I'm Dr. Christine Hanlon from the University of Central Florida, here to talk to you about Zoom and how to interact with participants using the chat feature of Zoom for a virtual meeting. So when you're in Zoom and you have rights to the moderation rights or co-host rights to the Zoom meeting, you'll have different options than you will as a user, as just a participant in the room. So if you hover your mouse towards the bottom of the screen, you'll have this menu show up. Now, if yours isn't showing at the bottom, check out the top because sometimes it's hiding up there in the top. So go ahead and go to the chat feature, click on that, and you'll see it opens up another box for your chat. And there are lots of different options that you have. Now, if you are going to be a presenter in a Zoom, I always highly recommend that you talk to your moderator if that's not you and ask for co-host rights. Co-host rights are very important. You want to make sure that you have them. And you can check that if you click on Manage Participants. You can see your name and you can see your status. So I'm a host. I have the rights to moderate the entire Zoom meeting. If you don't have host and you're being a presenter in that Zoom meeting, ask for co-host. The host just needs to go to your name and they hover over to this blue icon in the participant screen. And if there's more participants, you can see this. I don't have more participants, it's just me. But trust me, if you click on more, they can give you co-host rights. And then you'll see right here in parentheses next to your name, it'll say co-host. So that way you can confirm that, yes, I do have co-host rights. So once you've gotten that taken care of, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now we just have the chat. Whoops, there we go, the chat. So the Zoom chat has lots of different options to it and makes it a really great way to talk to your audience without having them directly interrupt you during your presentation. I always recommend that if you're doing a presentation, you put all of the participants on mute during your presentation, and then you use the chat feature during your presentation, and then afterwards maybe open up the mics for Q&A. Maybe just use the chat though. That's a little bit safer. You don't have to worry about strange noises in the background or people talking over each other, those types of things. And then you can take the questions at your own pace. So the chat feature is a nice way to do that. So right now I have it at everyone. And so one of the things that you can think about is that you can send a message to everybody in the chat. That's really helpful if you're going to send everybody a link or if you want to share a file. So if you want to share a file, you can click on this file icon here on the side. It'll open up in another window where you can get your save file on your computer and you can go ahead and upload it and send it to everyone. There are some more features here though. So if you click here on this 3 dots, you'll see more. Click on that. As a moderator or as a co-host, you have the opportunity to change some of the settings with the chat. So you can change if participant can chat at all. So you can say, nope, nobody's chatting with nobody. No, we're not having that. You can do host only. So they can only chat with you. Now, if we had more participants here, what you'd see here are options. And so you would have options to chat with other individuals in the chat, unless the moderator has said host only, right? And if they say host only, then they can't participate with anybody except for you. But then nobody can really see what everybody's posting. And so that kind of becomes a little bit of a problem. If you have everybody publicly posting, then everybody sees everything that everybody is doing. So keep that in mind. Now you can still just, a participant can still just send a message to somebody else and that's not public, but everything else that somebody's sending to you as the host or to everyone is going to be public to everybody who is in the Zoom meeting. So it's something to take into consideration which option you want to choose for that. Now, with that said, you can also just interact with certain people. So if there are other people, like I said, I don't have anybody in here now, it's just me, I'm kind of lonely. But you could click on this little caret next to everyone and it would show everybody's names who are in the participants list. Then you can choose them individually and you can send them a file or you can send them a message or you can, tell them, what, do you have this, can you help me out with this type of a thing? And nobody else will see that. That's a nice thing. But there are some issues with letting them chat with each other. So keep that in mind if you want to control your audience. Might not be the best option to have everybody chatting with each other. But it's up to you how you want to manage it. And it depends on your meeting situation and what's going to work best for your particular Zoom. So good luck and have a happy Zoom meeting. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Keep zooming.